Hi, I'm Pastor David Buegler, bringing you a devotion from St. Paul Lutheran Church in Westlake, Ohio. Here at St. Paul's, we're working our way through the Old Testament, and we're in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel, the prophet to the exiles. And yes, you can easily divide his book into three sections. The first section is where God's judgment is delivered upon the children of Israel as they are taken off into Babylonian captivity. The last part of Ezekiel is a wonderful section of restoration and hope given by the prophet for a victory, for a return over the captivity. And in the middle, there's a bridge section. And today we're reading chapters 25 through 27. And we start to see in this bridge section how God brings judgment upon all the nations that have surrounded Israel over the years. The Ammonites, the Moabites, the Edomites, the Philistines, and yes, the Phoenicians in Tyre. And you'll read these chapters and you'll say, the judgment of God really comes down upon all those nations too. For, of course, all of the danger and the trouble that they brought to the children of Israel throughout their history. And I like to think of it having great application for us, because God certainly has judged sin in all of its forms throughout the years, and we are the bearers of that judgment also. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But God also has that wonderful message of deliverance and of restoration and hope. And he says to us, you're really foreigners. You're really aliens in the land of sin. You don't belong here. It's not the way I created you. It's not the way I'm going to bring you in the end through my grace in Jesus Christ, my Son and your Lord and Savior. And so we are really living in that bridge time. There's that great funeral hymn, I'm but a stranger here. Heaven is my home. Yeah, we're in the bridge between the judgment of God and, of course, the great victory of God. Although we have it right now. And that's what gives us hope to get up in the morning every day and live as a child of God. And so these chapters, as you read them today from Ezekiel, should have given the children of Israel in captivity some hope, because God was judging human history, the human history that is filled with sin and rebellion. And in the process, he's giving us a bridge, and we can look over at the other end of that bridge and see victory. And that's, if you see light at the end of the tunnel, I think you can bear almost anything. I've found that in my life. I believe you find that in yours. So read these chapters as God brings down the hammer on all the unbelief, all of the unbelieving nations that surrounded Israel and brought them so much grief over the years. God brings down the hammer and yet helps us to see the end of the bridge and the victory that he has already won for us in Jesus Christ. Turn your life into his hands, and you will see on the other side of the bridge restoration, fulfillment, victory, and joy. It's yours, my friend, today. God bless you.